peace-loving nation, and my administration remains firmly committed to establishing peace and harmony among the nations in the world. We do not seek war. We do not seek nation building. We do not seek regime change. But as president, I will never hesitate to defend the safety of the American people.
Hello and thanks for joining us. Tensions between the United States and Iran continue to mount following the killing of the head of the Revolutionary Guard Corps, Qasem Soleimani, early Friday. Now, reports are coming in that a fresh US airstrike has taken out a number of others in a convoy north of Baghdad just a matter of hours ago, with US officials telling Newsweek it targeted and likely killed the leader of the Imam Ali Brigades, an Iraqi Shia militia with ties to Iran, although the spokesperson for the US-led coalition is denying airstrikes have been conducted in the area over the last few days. A Pentagon official also saying late on Friday that the US plans to send around 3,500 additional troops to the Mideast. Now, this as the funeral is taking place today for Soleimani, with 3 days of mourning underway, with Iran's foreign minister announcing that plans are in place for a response to the US's targeted killing.
The Islamic Republic of Iran holds this right to respond anytime and in any manner. It will. We will not be involved in the US smear campaigns and their blackmailing. We will give a proper response in any manner and time we will, as stated by the Supreme Leader.
Now, this as it's believed that the US briefed Israel before it carried out the strike near Baghdad International Airport, resulting in the death of Soleimani. Israeli media is reporting that the US Secretary of State Mike Pompeo called caretaker Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, thanking him for supporting the US following an attack on its embassy in Iraq earlier this week, with Netanyahu tweeting, "We know that our region is stormy, very, very dramatic things are happening in it. We're alert and are monitoring the situation. We're in continuous contact with our great friend, the US." Meanwhile, in an interview with Al Jazeera, US Special Representative for Iran, Brian Hook, said that he couldn't confirm or deny Israel was informed of the strike beforehand. A 72-year-old man remains in a critical condition with machete wounds to his head, while his attacker, 37-year-old Grafton Thomas, has now been indicted on 6 counts of attempted murder, with 3 counts of assault, 3 counts of attempted assault and 2 others of burglary following a rampage on Hanukkah, which saw him storm the home of a rabbi in New York on Saturday. A number of other people were wounded in the violent attack as guests gathered to celebrate the 7th night of the religious holiday. Now, if found guilty, Thomas faces life in prison. Absolutely heartbreaking scenes in Australia, with bushfires across the country continuing to rage out of control with no end in sight. The situation so bad that the army has now been called up to put more boots on the ground to try and fight the flames, joining local firefighters and others from other parts of the world. Out-of-control fires made even worse this weekend with windy, dry weather conditions, with the human death toll climbing to at least 23 people, many more missing. Well, it's estimated that 500 million animals have perished and thousands of homes have been destroyed.
The priority of this deployment is to assist ensuring the safety of life, to support the evacuation of affected people, particularly in isolated communities, and provide assistance to isolated communities and support state-managed evacuation centres. It is to move in and to move forward, particularly in areas that have been devastated by fire, to support the immediate response needs there and the recovery effort that will also follow. The ADF surge includes the deployment of up to 3,000 designated ADF reserve forces.
Australian Prime Minister Scott Morrison speaking there, and that is all we have time for this edition of I-24 News. I'm Sarah Coates. Thanks for watching.